over the past few weeks, Bitcoin's price has been mostly moving sideways, but a lot has been changing back and forth for the sentiment. And in the last video, we talked about how price was down here, potentially going back up to test this 40K and above range, or an even lower buy to dip opportunity, continuing towards 30K and then a bounce up towards the highs. And worst case scenario, things continue to break down and head down towards $25,000. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We also got a lot of news to mention for Bitcoin from the past few weeks and see if we do have a potential bottom here in this 30K range, or is this lower low here just another sign of weakness and the price is going to continue downwards. Thank you for tuning into this video on Bitcoin. My name is John, @RealJohnDoe on Twitter is where you can find me. For today's video, stay tuned in. I'm giving you guys an update on Bitcoin. A lot has changed in the past few weeks. We got a lot of news to talk about in this video as well. I'll give you guys updates on support and resistance levels. And after we're done talking about the news, we'll jump into the Currency.com platform. We'll have a look at the chart and I'll show you which price levels I'm keeping an eye on and what I'm expecting to happen to the price if one of those levels breaks. And also, if you want to show your support to the channel, you can do that simply by just hitting that subscribe button and also hitting that thumbs up button and liking this video. We got plenty more analysis to come here on our channel. As you can see, we keep you guys updated on the top crypto news. And also, if you are looking for my Twitter profile, just search @RealJohnDoe right here and make sure you hit that follow button. And now talking about the trader sentiment for Bitcoin right now on Currency.com, it shows 78% buyers, 22% sellers. Price did recover from the low of the day, and it is right in that mid-range for the day. And if we look at the price history right now for Bitcoin here on Currency.com, we did have 2 green days, so we can expect some downside here soon. And if this does continue, then that means it's looking like we do have a bottom. But if you look here in the recent history for June, there haven't been 3 green days in a row. So this next daily close coming up will be very important. Now, support and resistance levels. Number one support I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now is 31,500. So far, that is the June lows, which we did get a daily close around that level. And then we got $30,000, which is the range for the yearly open for Bitcoin. And then $29,000. Which is the yearly support level. For resistance levels for Bitcoin, we got 36,000, which is the 20-day moving average. And then we got $39,000, which is the current range highs. And then the last resistance level, 41,000, which was the June highs, and also right now is right along that 50-day moving average. We got a lot of news topics to talk about, so let's quickly cover all of them here. I'm going to cover all the major headlines for Bitcoin on Cointelegraph for the past few days to weeks. First one here, Bitcoin is heading for the worst quarter since the start of the 2018 bear market. According to this Bitcoin quarterly returns chart, if you can see here, 2018 minus 49.89%. Q2 of 2021 has been the worst one ever since then. And that could be because of the big guys offloading some of their Bitcoin. And there was some climate crisis talks in the past few weeks for Bitcoin and the mining. But according to the UN, it sees blockchain technology as a tool to actually fight climate crisis. They said that they will keep exploring using blockchain technology to improve how reliable the data is on harmful greenhouse gases emissions. And one place that's out of the game, China has been cracking down on Bitcoin. But according to one miner, that means that Bitcoin is actually working. The former crypto exchange engineer believes that China's ban on Bitcoin mining is fantastic news and that we're going to start valuing our wealth in terms of Bitcoin, and volatility is the tax that we pay for being on the right side of the trade. VanEck also has filed for a new Bitcoin futures mutual fund with the US SEC. They've also filed for a bunch of Bitcoin ETFs, and none of them are still yet to be approved, so we're still waiting on that. And with the recent Bitcoin drop, is the Bitcoin bear market confirmed? One analyst says that whales are adding to exchanges, meaning that they are looking to sell Bitcoin. And according to this index here, if you look at previous times when whale selling was happening, the price of Bitcoin did drop, and it looks like now we are getting high levels similar to those previous years, and the price of Bitcoin is potentially going to continue to drop. And stablecoin inflows to exchanges did dip as traders are watching from the sidelines right now. Price is not really trending. This did turn investors bearish on Bitcoin, and this could be one sign to regulation on the way. And also to back that up, institutional selling of crypto has reached its longest streak since February of 2018. Just this past week, about $80 million of outflows have been leaving crypto, and this could be a sign that more and more funds for crypto and Bitcoin will continue to sell off. But it looks like MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, is not selling off. They have added to their Bitcoin holdings and now hold officially over 100,000 Bitcoin. This announcement was just made on Monday. They did get a lot of slack because people were saying, why did they buy the top? Why didn't they wait for a dip? But it looks like MicroStrategy doesn't care right now because they do hold the most Bitcoin on their balance sheet. And like I mentioned earlier, China cracking down on Bitcoin. It did bring Bitcoin's hash rate to an 8-month low. Right now, it could be possible that miners are just temporarily shutting down, finding new locations. I've seen a lot are going all around the world now. So it's kind of good that some of that mining power is leaving China to other parts of the world. That means less centralized control. So usually I give you guys my bullish and my bearish scenario for Bitcoin. I'm going to switch it up for this video. I'm going to show you my current trade setup for Bitcoin and my current view on everything right now and how I'm expecting things to play out with my current bias based on what price is telling me right now. So looking here, Bitcoin did move sideways for quite a few weeks, right above that $30,000 support level after this massive breakdown from the highs. And we are now officially below that 250 and 21-day moving average. We also got what everybody mentioned here was the death cross happened just a few days ago. And with that happening, price finally broke down that range that it has been in for quite a few weeks. And we did make a lower low down here at about $28,000. So my current stance right now on Bitcoin, I am looking for further downside price. I will take everything level by level, looking at 28,000 and then 25,000. Then a worst case scenario, I'm looking down here at about $19,000. And those will continue to be my price targets unless we can reclaim this level around here, which is right up above 36,000, roughly at about $36,500. If Bitcoin can reclaim that level and build support there, we get a daily close up above that resistance level, then I will take a loss on the price targets that I'm looking for on the downside right now, and I will be invalidated and looking at price to push towards the upside. But since right now I am looking for things to head down, this is what I am expecting for the price. We are at about 34,300. I am expecting it to continue up a little bit more and test this 20-day moving average range. And then we will get a rejection there. And finally, a break of this $30,000 support and head down to test 24,000. And like I mentioned, 19,000 worst case scenario. And also looking at the indicator sentiment, if you look at the RSI, it did look like it's bottoming and it's bouncing and it is approaching that 50 level. I am expecting a lower high at that 50 level and a rejection, pushing us back to the oversold levels one more time. And as well as the MACD, we just had a bearish crossover. So I'm also expecting that to continue bearish and head down to test the lows one more time as well before Bitcoin officially bottoms and heads back up to test $30,000 later on in July or August. So like I mentioned, I am expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue to go down if we do not reclaim that range we were trading at. If we continue consolidating at this support, it becomes even more weaker than it was before, and we will continue to break down to the next support levels. But if we do reclaim $36,500 for Bitcoin, then I will be expecting at least a test up towards $40,000 and a possible rejection there. But that would invalidate my bias as of right now. So that wraps up this video on Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave your feedback below. Let me know your comments on the video. Also, where do you see Bitcoin headed? Do you think we're going to continue down towards that 19K level? Or do you see things finally bottoming out and pushing up towards the upside? I'll see you back again in the next video. Thanks for tuning in with me, John, here with Currency.com. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.